Hey everyone, I'm Missy. I wanted to show you something. Do you all remember this? It's a Weight Watchers membership book. It's an old book I saved for the past 20 years, 25 years. Actually, this was in 2001. And my starting weight, if you can see, was 377. Is that right? There it is. It was 377.4 was my starting weight. And this was back in 2001. I was 32 years old. Anyway, I had saved it all these years because thinking someday I'm going to lose it all for good, once and for all. And someday I would like to have this and look back at this to see my highest weight. That was something else. I kept it all this time. I know, it's a little kind of funny, right, to keep that, but I'm glad I did, and it's great to look back. Today I wanted to go over 20 tips I wish I'd known before starting GLP-1. I started Zepbound last year, August 28, 2025 at 330 pounds. And today I am 279, and that's where I'm still at right now. Today is March 8th. So I've reached 6 months and reached the 50-pound mark at 6 months. A week ago was 6 months for me. So I'm thrilled. I'm really thrilled how it's going. You know, I went on my very first diet when I was 9 years old to a TOPS meeting, TOPS, Take Off Pounds Sensibly. And if you remember that, show my age. So I'm 57, almost 58. And taking this GLP-1 has been a godsend to my life, for me. I'm no doctor, I'm no nurse, I'm not a nutritionist. This is just my experience only and everything I'm encountering, and I'd love to share all with you and hope to help you all and support you if you're considering a GLP-1 as well. I know it's a big decision. I have 20 things I wish someone would have told me before starting GLP-1, and I want to share them with you today if you're a newbie, especially if you've been fighting weight your entire life like I have been. Tip 1, just take the shot. Go for it. You can wait until you're ready. You can wait and have that in your refrigerator for the next 2-3 weeks if you want, 2-3 months. But honestly, if you just go for it, get into it, you'll be able to see then if it's right for you. You don't need to buy special food or meal prep to do it. You just take the shot. Everything else you'll figure out as you go. That's what I did. Of course, consult with your doctor. Have this be doctor guided during your journey as well. I highly recommend that. That's what I am doing. So if you're watching this and you've been waiting, just do it. Trust me on this one. Tip number 2, you don't need permission. You just need proof. Well, I hope I'm proof for you. I'm been on this GLP-1 Zepbound for 6 months. I'm at 7.5 milligrams right now, and I'm proof that it does work. It really does. For me, it really is working. You need someone at our age to know that you can succeed too. Let me be that proof. I'm going to be 58 in a few weeks. Absolutely. This can definitely work for you. Again, I'm down 51 pounds in 6 months. Holy cow. I didn't expect to go this fast. I really, really didn't. I'm willing to just go with the ride. It's not about speed. It isn't. I'm willing to wait it out and just let my body do what it wants to do. So, will I have fluctuations? Of course. I am having fluctuations. And every day, every week is a little different. But consistently, yeah, everything's great. I can't say enough. It's been a godsend. Tip number 3, our metabolisms are different than 20, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds. So we may not lose as fast as those younger folk, and that's okay. It's quite all right. Don't expect fast results. Even if you lose a half a pound a week, that's fantastic. It's fantastic. So just go with what your body is. Every metabolism's different. Every person's different. Their biology is incredibly different. Accept it, plan it, know that slow and steady still wins the game. Be the tortoise, not the hare. Tip number 4, take electrolytes. That's something I wish I knew for sure. Electrolytes. When you're losing weight, I've heard this prevents half of the side effects. Electrolytes. I've been drinking zero Gatorade. I feel better. I do. When you're on a GLP-1, your body releases inflammation. The water flushes out the minerals, magnesium, potassium, sodium. The solution is to take an electrolyte from day one. You can use liquid IV every day. This prevents about 50% of the side effects people complain about. And at our age, we really need that. Start that immediately if you can. Again, I'm just using Gatorade Zero. It has 0 calories in it. It has lots of electrolytes in it. So I'm happy with that. I like grape flavored. That's just me, different flavors. So Gatorade is my go-to. Tip number 5, food noise disappears and it's life-changing. Oh, this has been the number 1 reason why I love Zepbound, the food noise. It's life-changing. That constant noise, what's for lunch, what's for breakfast, what's for dinner, what am I going to eat later before bed? I want a sweet snack before bed. Do I have something in that drawer that I could chew on, or, you know, a sucker that I can suck on, or some licorice or some, yeah. I could think about other things. I could go hours without thinking of food. Hours. I can go hours now without thinking of food. That's incredible for me. My track record is not like that. I'd always think about food, more food, piling on the food, getting another helping of food, and having a dessert too. I'm such a sweets girl and a volumes girl. I've always been that way. Fill up the plate and always have something sweet to eat or salty. That's just me. I'll go for the Hostess cupcakes. I'll go for the cookies, you know, with the frosting on top. You know, and I think I mentioned this in my other video. The other day when I went shopping, I did have a little food noise. I wanted, for some reason, and I hadn't done this in a long time, but I went and got some little mini Butterfinger candy bars. I bought the bag. I ate 2 of them, I think 3. I ate 3 little ones and I got sick from it. I didn't want it anymore. I put it away. I ended up throwing it away. It's crazy how that is working now. And that's the GLP-1 now doing this to me. It's lowering the food noise. You know, I can see a donut. You know, my mom yesterday, here's a good example. Yesterday, my sister brought my mom some donuts. It smelled good as she passed by me, right in front of me. Those donuts, they looked fantastic. And I sure would love one. I am a sucker for a chocolate Long John. Oh my gosh. I am a sucker for those, you know, chocolate flavored, you know, icing, and they're just wonderful. And even the cream filled ones. Oh, and she passed by and I smelled it. Smelled great, but I just had no desire for one. She offered me one, and of course, I declined, and I happily declined. So the GLP-1 normally is just this wonderful, low volume. It cuts down that food noise and chatter all the time about food in my brain. It's fantastic. It's the best thing ever. If losing weight is a side effect, I'll take the no food chatter. I'll take the Zepbound just for that alone. I'm not, and if weight loss is just a side perk from it, so be it. It's icing on the cake. Icing. Yeah. Okay, tip number 6. You're going to have side effects, but they're manageable. They will be, yeah. Mini saltines or Tums really help with the nausea. A nice tea for any headaches. I don't have headaches, but of course, Tylenol, rest, things like that. And fatigue. I took naps. I still get fatigued, and yeah, I still deal with that. You'll figure out your solutions as you go. One thing my doctor did give me, I have nausea pretty often every week, and he gave me these pills that melt on your tongue. I'm not sure of the name. I'll get the name for you. But see if your doctor can provide that as well. They've been very helpful when I get nausea. Tip number 7, there's going to be some foods that your body will say no, reject. You will find that out. That's something too I did not know about, and fast food is one of them. I don't eat any fast food. Okay, it's rare. I did go by McDonald's 2 weeks ago, I believe, and got a fish sandwich. And I ate the entire fish sandwich, but I took off that tartar sauce, and that was all I needed. That was perfect. That's it. And some water. That took care of my lunch. And that's all I really needed. I didn't need all that bread, but the protein was good to have. And I honestly, other than that, I can't think of another place where we went for fast food. I usually cook at home and do that. Do the cooking at home thing. So that way you can see what exactly you're eating. You can control things as well, what's going in your meals. Tip number 8, protein is non-negotiable. So aim for 80 to 100 milligrams of protein a day. I always try to do 20 to 30 a meal. That makes it easier for me to remember. So 20 to 30 a meal. That if I do 20, that's only 60. That's still under, but it's better than nothing. So every day I don't get that much in. I don't get 100 grams in. Yeah, I fall short. You're going to have days that are like that. But try to fill in if you can. I don't snack too much. That's also another thing. Because of the GLP-1, food noise is down, which prevents me from snacking. Yay! So, but when I do, it's usually a mozzarella cheese stick, maybe with a biscuit. Those, what are they called? Those Triscuits. Yeah, a Triscuit. And a little handful of grapes, maybe 6 grapes, something like that. You know, just a little handful. And that's perfect snack, really is for me. Make sure you eat your protein first every meal, and then your vegetables and fruit after that. That way you get your protein in first, without a doubt. Okay. Also, the protein has to do with muscle loss. So get that protein in so you don't lose muscle while you're losing weight. And if you're a fast loser, you are probably going to be losing muscle faster than others. So it's more important that you get that protein in. Yogurts, we have a lot of yogurt in our house too. So we do eat a lot of that. So that's also another good snack. I'm not a big fan of yogurt because it doesn't do anything to me. It doesn't give me satisfaction. But I don't like the consistency. It's just one of my little pet peeves. But I'll eat it with fruit. That I will be, like blueberries and strawberries. So tip number 9, do not skip meals. Most important. Keep the nutrients coming in. I know there's going to be days you will not feel like eating. There's been meals I have skipped. I'm not being honest with you. I have skipped meals. I've gone from breakfast all the way to dinner because I just didn't feel hungry at lunch. Lunch is around between 11 and 1 for me. And I usually eat breakfast around 7 a.m., 6:30, 7. So I do not sometimes feel hungry. So I have skipped. And then I feel like, oh, I can eat a bigger meal at dinner. No. The GLP-1 is stopping you. It's almost like a roadblock. That's enough food, enough for you. It really is. It's suddenly, there's been times where I've sat down for dinner and I've piled on the food because my eyes are still, I'm still a volumes girl, right? So it's still eyes, mental. I'm piling on the food. My husband says, "You're not going to eat all that." I'm like, "Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will." And I don't. But anyway, um, he, I have piled on the food, and where was I going with this? Oh, I've piled on the food, and suddenly after a few minutes of eating, I cannot eat anymore, not one more bite. It suddenly is a big blockage. So I love that, because in the past, my track record is I keep eating more and more. And even a few hours later, I'll eat another bag of chips or something else before bed, even a wedge of cheese, a block of cheese with some crackers and other things. Yeah, and the eating never stopped for me. But here, it's a total roadblock. Tip number 10, movement. Movement. I don't need to say too much here. Move around. Even if it's gentle walking, even if you're parking farther in the parking lot at the grocery store, park farther away and just walk more there and back. Doing something simple as that. Going up a few more steps, squeezing your buttocks while you're sitting. While you're watching TV, you have no excuse. Lift a dumbbell and do that. Do them. The dumbbells, I'm doing this, and I'm doing this while I'm sitting there watching TV. There's no excuse. You should be able to do this, and just get that done. Get that done. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, lovely, huh? Yeah. Whew. But it is what it is, that's who I am. I got that old lovely wings. So yeah, so while cooking, you can do some side lifts at the kitchen counter, park farther away while watching TV, do dumbbells and curls and lifts, and squeeze your buttocks too. You can squeeze while you're just sitting there and just hold it for a minute, squeeze real tight and let go. Easy peasy, right? Just little things like that. Tip number 11, non-negotiable. You must do some lifting of weights, some dumbbells. Absolutely do this. I highly encourage you. We do lose muscle faster than younger women, and GLP-1 makes it worse because you're losing weight. And so that's why the protein and the lifting is very important. My goal of getting my weight off is to feel better, I want to look better, a little better, of course, but my goal is to feel better and to be healthy into my 60s, 70s, and 80s, because I want to be independent. I don't want to lose that independence as you age. So my goal is to simply be healthy. And if I look better along the way, if that comes along with it, great. So be it. But that's not my main goal. I want to be independent into my 60s, 70s, and 80s, and I don't want to be dependent on anyone. I want to be able to walk, bike, travel, and still do all of this and live on my own without any help or support. End of story. Tip number 12, take pictures of yourself while you progress. I didn't take a picture of myself when I started at 3:30 last year, but I do have some pictures of me from last year that I can show you, and pictures of me in the last couple of years. So I've been hanging around the 3:30, 3:40 mark very consistently over the past probably 3 to 4 years. So these pictures of me that you're seeing now, and then I'll show you, here's some of me at my highest weight, the 377. Again, I started at 330, but this was my highest. I also had a lap band put in at 355 pounds. That didn't do much. I had it in for 16 years, paid for that all out of pocket. Didn't do anything either. So I've been in the 300s for quite a few years. And so now to be in the 200s, I am feeling so good. My body lingered around the 300 mark in December a few months ago, and I was at a plateau. It was lingering around the 305. It wouldn't budge for a little while. And so it was just saying, nope, you're not going under 300. But I was like, I'm going to go under 300. I kept exercising and staying consistent with my water, protein, all of that. Finally, it broke. So you can do this too. Tip number 13, non-scale victories. Stay ahead of them. They're very victorious. Here are some. I wrote some down. They matter more after 50 than ever. So here's some examples of non-scale victories, right? You don't need a number on the scale to tell you that you're victorious. So here you are. Do my knees hurt less going downstairs? Am I in family photos now instead of hiding? Ooh, that's a good one. Can I tie my shoes without holding my breath? How about this? Can I wipe my hiney easier? I know it's a little TMI, but when I was a bigger girl, I'm still a big girl. When I was bigger, I had a hard time wiping. I did. And I know some of you can probably relate. It's just something you have to deal with when you've got a lot of fat on your hips and butt. That's just something that's a hard, regular thing to do on a day-to-day basis. It was hard. It's so much easier now. Can I get up from the floor without help? I don't need a 2-hour nap daily. That's a non-scale victory, right? Can I play with my grandkids without pain? Can I walk through a store without sitting down? How about getting in and out of the car without difficulty? Don't have to adjust the back seat very far. That's good for the car. Yeah. Steering wheel's not touching my stomach. How about painting your own toenails? Kneeling down in the garden to clean and get back up. Go up and down the stairs without stopping. That's huge. Don't need to hold the hand railing. Not out of breath at the top of the stairs. Ooh, that's a big one too. Knees don't scream in protest. I still have some knee pain and dealing with it. How about fit in the restaurant booth comfortably? That's a good one. Not worrying about breaking folding chairs. There have been times in the past where I sat down in public and I heard crack, crack. And I'm like, oh, don't break, don't break. I just sit real still, squeezed in. It's quite embarrassing. No longer need blood pressure medication or a reduced dose. Hey, that's a great non-scale victory. Readings are in the normal range consistently. Great one there. Fasting glucose improved. LDL is down. HDL is up. Triglycerides are in the normal range. Wonderful non-scale victories there. Don't need a CPAP anymore. Ooh. Or reduced severity of the CPAP. That's fantastic. Actually sleeping through the night. Ooh, that's huge. Can wear my rings that were too tight once upon a time. These are all non-scale victories that are fantastic. Keep track of them. They're important, and you've got to celebrate those. They mean a lot. Okay, number 14, hair loss. I've heard some people, they might lose their hair. I've not lost any hair to date, but biotin supplements work, collagen powders, increase your protein, gentle shampoo and less heat styling your hair will help, and be patient. I've heard when they take the biotin and collagen, their hair is growing back just fine and dandy. So look into that with your doctor. Ask your doctor about that. That's important. Number 15, loose skin is inevitable sometimes for most people. It's still worth it. Yeah, that's not pretty. It's a fact of life. And yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. My arm is actually right there. There it is. But it's a fact of life. I just have to deal with it, and so be it. Will I get surgery one day to get that removed? I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to go down that road. But for now, I'm just working on week to week, day to day. So for now, I'm okay. All right. Tip number 16, rotate the injection sites. Now, I've heard this from the get-go from many people. Don't use the same spot. Rotate the injection, belly, thigh, arms, move it around. I have a little chart that I write down every time where I go, where I shoot, the injection every week. So I alternate left side of the belly, right side of the belly, middle, and then I do my arms. I don't do my legs. I did do the legs a couple times. I didn't like it. It was a little stingy. But I'm kind of a wuss in that respect. So I just use my arm. I put it right here, and then I do my belly. And I just rotate every week. So this prevents complications, keeps your skin healthy, makes injections much more comfortable. Tip number 17. This is probably long-term, using GLP-1. For me, I have a feeling I'll be on it the rest of my life. I'm not sure if I'll dose off of it. You need to talk to your doctor about that, obviously. That needs to be guided by your doctor and done correctly. And most people stay on GLP-1 either at the full dose or maintenance dose. I've heard some people reduce their dosage during the maintenance gradually and just month to month to see how you're responding. And then I've heard that you can just take a shot every few weeks to kind of give you that shot again and last for a few more weeks. So again, speak to your doctor and get their recommendation for you. Everyone's different and responds differently to this GLP-1. So it's important that you get it customized for you. So I don't know what I'll do yet. I guess I'll see what my doctor says. I have a feeling I'll be on it my entire life. Just depends on what he wants to do for me. Tip number 18, find your community. And I hope I can help in that respect. Pick me. So I would love to be your cheerleader and cheer you on as I'm going along with you. Happy to help any way I can, answer your questions. Menopause weight is different. Women in their 50s and above need to understand that we're not going to lose 20 pounds a month like some young people are doing. So we lose at a different rate. We have different metabolisms. We're postmenopausal or premenopausal. I'm postmenopausal, of course. And, honestly, I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to connect and share stories and challenges. You need to find your people, your tribe, because it's important to have support during this time while you're taking it. And share stories. Tip number 19. Some people don't respond to the GLP-1 very well. Some do. I've read that 10 to 15% of people do not respond well to GLP-1s. Okay, I read that. So if after 3 months at an adequate dose, if you have no appetite suppression, no weight loss, no reduction in food noise, you need to talk to your doctor and discuss options for you. Perhaps try a different medication. Tirzepatide and semaglutide, they do work differently, I've heard. One might work when the other does. So discuss with your doctor. It's just about biology. It's not about willpower. Okay, it's just about your body responding to a medication. That's all it is. And tip number 20, this is healthcare, not vanity. Okay, I'm doing this for myself, not to look good in a bikini. Oh my, no. I'm doing this because I want to avoid diabetes. I want to avoid heart disease and hopefully knee replacement. We'll see about the knees. But I do want just to be overall good health. I want to be independent into my 60s, 70s, and 80s. I want to be incredibly healthy. And just, that's really all I want. I don't want to have to use a walker at age 70. I want to be around for my husband when I'm older. What if he'll need me? What if I need to take care of him? I need to be strong and healthy, right? So, and I want to avoid, I wrote this down. I want to avoid spending my 70s and 80s in doctor's offices. Yes, you heard me. I saw that with my grandparents. I saw that with my parents. Every week it seemed like they were going to the doctors. Doctor this for doctor that. And wow, it's like a weekly thing. I get it. I understand why. Of course, no disrespect at all. Please know that that's not where this is coming from. But I want to avoid that for myself. and I don't want to be always in the doctor's office. Yeah, things might come up. I may have to. I don't know what the future holds, but this is my goal. And I want to use the GLP-1 to have that independence and healthy body that I always wanted. So there you have it. 20 tips for the beginner looking into GLP-1s, or if you just started GLP-1. So I hope this helped. I know you can do this. It's not too late. You deserve to feel healthy and strong. Take the shot. Figure it out as you go. Discuss it with your doctor. And please be patient with yourself. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. If I can do it at 57, I know you can too. You definitely can. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Where are you at in your journey? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.